How's it going, everyone? I am Meteorologist Kylie Bearse here on this Friday afternoon. Hope you guys are getting ready for the weekend, feeling good about getting outside because we've got some really mild temperatures and then snow in the mountains. So we've got a little bit of a shorter forecast for you today, but I'm still going to try and answer a couple of questions at the end. So if you have any, you can just put them in the comments and I'll try to get to them. Let's start though with a live look on Denver, where we do have some hazy conditions out there. I'll talk about that air quality coming up here in just a second, but we do have some cloud cover throughout the state, and you can see that moisture streaming in from the west. We'll continue to see that as we go throughout tonight and tomorrow. That's where our mountain snow is going to come from. Right now on HD Doppler, this is right around 12:30 on Friday afternoon. We've got cloud cover out to the east and then also out over the western slope with some sunshine right in the middle of our beautiful state. Hey, let's put that forecast into motion here as we get into later on this evening. Right about dinner time, we're going to start to see that snow moving into southwestern Colorado, and then it continues to move north throughout the northern mountains and then through Glenwood Springs, Aspen, and up towards Steamboat as well. And this does last throughout the day on Saturday, with potentially seeing a little bit of a rain-snow mix out over our eastern plains as well. This does look to be a pretty big miss for most of the Front Range, although we'll get a little bit windy for tomorrow, and maybe a snowflake or two will sneak on over. But for our winter weather advisories, we are just looking at southwestern Colorado, and this starts at 5 o'clock tonight and lasts until Saturday evening. So 4 to 8 inches expected in that southwestern corner of the state. Great to see that kind of moisture headed our way. Looking at your snow forecast throughout the entire state, you can see down toward Telluride, nearly 6 inches expected. We're more in that 2 to 4, 2 to 5 inch range for most of our northern mountains and along I-70. But hey, we will take it. Meanwhile, things are quiet on I-70 right now, and we're looking live from Loveland Ski area, and hazy here across parts of our Front Range. I noticed it yesterday when I was driving back down from the mountains. It is incredibly hazy. We've got all of that really those particulates that are just stuck in the air and they're not moving. They'll move out tomorrow once we get that wind going and picking up, but right now they're just kind of stagnant. So with that, and when we're talking about particulates, we're talking about, if you're driving your car, you're adding to that. If you're filling up your car with gas, that adds to that too. So if you can, try and hold off on running those errands until tomorrow. That way we're not adding more to it. But if you're one of those people who really struggles on days where the air quality is unhealthy for some groups or moderate, today is going to be one of those days. So keep that in mind. We've got that air quality alert. Temps right now are in mainly the mid 50s and close to 60 degrees, and that's where we're going to hang out pretty much the rest of this afternoon. Overnight, those temps drop down into the low 30s, and then tomorrow, upper 40s and low 50s, upper 20s and low 30s for our mountains, with that snow continuing throughout the day. Now, we'll get a bit breezy tomorrow. That's good news. It's going to mix up our air across the Front Range and hopefully move out some of those particulates that are just stuck here. We'll see it mainly over the eastern plains, but as the evening goes on, we'll see it pick up for the Front Range as well. Looking at your 7-day forecast, we've got temps on Saturday and Sunday in the low 50s, close to 60 degrees for Monday and Tuesday, with a chance for snow as we're looking ahead toward the middle of next week. And it is going to be a pretty good looking weekend, so make sure you plan some time outside if you can. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see if anyone has any questions that I can answer. I'm just pulling up Facebook on my laptop here. All right, I see 5 comments. Let's see here. Steve says hi. Hello to Steve. Oh, good to hear from everyone. All right, we don't have any weather questions, and that's totally okay. I know we've got kind of a quiet weekend ahead. Nick is mentioning about Becky leaving. I know we're going to miss her so much, 13 years at 9 News, but thankfully she's going to be here in Denver, so we're lucky enough we get to keep her around in some way. It's just not going to be, sadly, on our TVs and for me in the newsroom. All right, let's go ahead and see if anyone else has any questions. Seth says hello. Hello to you, Seth. All right, looks like that's about it. And since I believe we're going to be hearing from, I think it's the governor here in it is the governor. So we're gonna hear from the governor here soon on Facebook Live. So if you guys wanna check that out, that's going to be happening in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, I'll be back early tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. on Channel 20, and then we'll be on Channel 9 until 9 a.m. So hopefully we'll see you then. Have a great one, guys.